Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Bartlett here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys these stats on the new Osiris that you can buy in GTA Online. Now, this car, the price it costs, yes, is very high, almost $2 million. But if you do want to buy this car and are worried that it might not be worth it, that the stats might be poor, and that the price of it might just be a waste of time, don't worry. I got you. This video is to show you that the price of this car is so worth it. Reason being, this car, the stats of this car are exactly the same as the stats on the Zentorno. Basically, what this car is it is a Zentorno that just looks different and has a few different mods. Now, firstly, as you can see, I am in story mode because Franklin is right there in the car. Don't get alarmed, this is just because I have already purchased the car in online and don't want to have to sell it just to show it in a video. So since it is in story mode, that is why I'm showing it in story mode. Now in online, however, this car, with the price it costs a damn fortune if you destroy it. It costs almost $25,000 if you destroy this car. But it sells for a pretty good amount. It's, for me and the mods of my liking on the car, I can sell mine for $1,250,000, and so it does cost a lot of money. But having the same stats as the Zentorno, along with selling for so much money, it's completely worth it. Anyway, I will be comparing this car to the stats of the Zentorno in this video. I will be swapping out the two just to show you guys the proof that it is exactly the same. So just to let you know, if at the time when I swap out this car for the Zentorno, you are having trouble like seeing the difference between the speed stats and stuff, like if you are trying to rewind the video to see the switch and like see if the bar changes at all, do not worry, I'm gonna make it easy for you. At the end of this video, I will be including screenshots of the two that will transition over each other, showing you the stats without any mods or anything, like they are when you first get them. So don't worry about that. Also, I hope that you end up finding this video helpful. If at the end of this video you are looking forward to buying one of these cars, leave a like if this video helped you out, and let's get right into this.
What if my wife places me at my job?
So as you can see, looking at the bottom, the top speed, acceleration, braking, and traction, where they are, if you know the Zentorno and everything about the Zentorno, you probably already know, oh crap, he's right, it's exactly the same. Well, just in case, I still will prove it to you, but the top speed is 100% identical. I think on the Osiris, the acceleration might be a sliver more than the acceleration on the Zentorno. The braking, I do believe, is the same, as well as the traction. But other than the acceleration, everything is exactly the same. The top speed on both of them are identical, and basically, once again, the Osiris is just a Zentorno that looks different and has a few different mods. So just to point out to you guys real quick, there is no engine mod for this car yet. There is also no transmission mod, and there is no turbo mod. So what you see right now is what is there when you buy the car, both in online and in single player. So once again, basically what this is just a Zentorno that looks different. So I'm not quite gonna swap to the Zentorno yet. I would like to show you guys the mods that you can get for this car. So armor, brakes, those are always exactly the same. Those don't change up, but depending on the car, stuff like bumper might change up. So I'm not really gonna like take up a bunch of time to explain each one and read it out. So I'm just gonna pretty much flip through each of the bumpers but pretty slowly. So as you can see there is some pretty cool variations of bumpers. Now when I was switching through them and you saw that some of the black ones turned to gray, don't worry, it is not always gray. Like if you're new and don't know what that means, it is not gray. Whatever your secondary color is on your car will be the color of that gray. Now for me right now, when I bought this just a second ago, I picked black and the secondary was automatically grayish. But whatever color you have as a secondary would be what that gray is, which goes along with anything else that's a mod that would be gray on this car. So exhaust, pretty much all the exhausts are the same. Both of them are double tube exhausts, but there's some like differences. Like you got oval exhaust, it sticks out a little bit more at the top. Race exhaust is kind of golden, it looks kind of golden, and chrome tip. So it's all pretty much the same, but there's a little bit of difference between them. For fenders, now these things, fenders, I do not find have any meaning for me. In my opinion, they're pointless. But right up above the tires you see there, those would be what the fenders are, what they look like, where they would be on the car. Now take note, it is single player, so the prices of the things of the mods on this car will be different. All the prices of things are different, but all the mods are available both in single player and in online. So if you see something that's like $3 grand but in online would be like 10 grand, don't get your hopes up, because you have to remember that this is single player, so the prices will be different, but the mods are all the same. So skirts, I do believe there is another car that can have the same skirts as what you see here. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, the car that has the same skirts is the Entity XF. If I am wrong, I apologize, but I do know that there is another car that has the same skirts as this one can have. So the gray right there, once again, this would be whatever color you have as your secondary color. So don't worry there. So basically they are all the same, but little differences. The spoilers, however, these ones to me are both, there is two choices you can have. Both of them in my opinion are exactly the same. One is a little bigger and a little taller than the other one, but basically the spoiler choice is pretty identical. The wheels, there is always identical wheel choice, both in online and in this game. In single player, all the wheel choices are the same. They don't change, they don't add nothing in single player that you can't get in online. Basically it's all the same. Now, like I was saying before with the price of things, this is single player, so as you can see right there, bulletproof tires are $4,000. In online, however, I do believe they are $23,000. That is a difference there, but once again, all the mods are exactly the same. Just do not get fooled about the price of the mods that you are seeing. Don't worry about the price so much as what you can have. And then last but not least, there are the windows, which the tints do not change. They are exactly the same. Anyway, as of mods, that is all you can have for this car. Once again, it is so worth the buy. It is so worth it. It does cost a fortune if you destroy it. It does cost a fortune to get back from Mors Mutual, but it is so worth it because it is exactly like the Zentorno, and it sells for over $1 million as well. Anyway, I will be swapping to the Zentorno here in a second to show you guys the comparison as well as the mods for that one. But just remember that this car, for one, is completely worth it. It is basically exactly the same as the Zentorno, and Also remember, at the end of this video, I will be showing you guys screenshots of the vehicles without any mods to show you guys the true comparison between the two. If you have missed it as the thing is rolling, there will be screenshots that swap through each other to show you guys the comparison. So anyway, if you have found this video helpful, leave a like, and in just a second now I will be swapping to the Zentorno. Alright, now here I have swapped for the Zentorno now. I am inside the Zentorno, as you can clearly see. Now looking at the bottom, you see the stats there. They are exactly the same. The acceleration on the Osiris might be a little, like a sliver more. The traction maybe a little sliver more as well, along with the braking. But the top speed on the Zentorno and the Osiris are 100% exactly identical. And just to point out here again, no engine upgrade, no transmission upgrade, and no turbo have been added to the Zentorno yet. So what you see is how it is when it comes. So showing you some of the mods you can have. The chases, you got the things next to the window, those right there change. Now this gray one would be what is there, would be the secondary color to this car. Once again, it is gray. That is how it came when I got it. But whatever color you have as your secondary would be what's there. The exhaust down there does change a lot. You can have any of those variations of your choice. As of the hood, there's not much difference, but you do take away the vents and can have the option of adding a stripe, which is in the color of your secondary. Here is the skirts. Now the spoilers here there are many variations of the spoilers that you can have for this. So the wheels, just like usual, there is no difference really between the wheels. They're all usually exactly the same. And the windows, just the usual tints that you can get. So here there is the Zentorno without any engine mods whatsoever. It has no mods yet. This is the stats as it is when it comes, and on the Osiris it is identical. So keep in mind, remember one thing, the Osiris is basically exactly the same as this car, and as it is, a lot of people prefer the Zentorno, which means if you like the Zentorno, then you're gonna love the Osiris. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like, and in just a second here I am going to be showing these screenshots of the two without any mods whatsoever to show you guys that it is true that the Osiris is completely worth the buy. They are pretty much exactly the same car, and basically the only difference is what they look like, along with a few different mods. So if this helped you out, leave a like, and I will see you guys later.